this pasta might be one of your favorites. We need about 1.5 pounds of cubed butternut, pumpkin, or curry squash. This is curry squash. Get a big pot of water coming up to a boil for our pasta, and get a Dutch oven going with 3 turns of the pan, about 2.5, 3 tablespoons of olive oil. We're going to add 3 or 4 cloves of crushed garlic, along with about a tablespoon of picked thyme, about a cup, a little over, of chicken broth or stock, and of course for vegetarian preparation, use vegetable broth. Our orange squash of choice. Again, that's about 1.5 pounds. And then our 5th ingredient for this early stage is a little nutmeg and a fat pinch of salt. Now we're going to let that cook for about 15 minutes, partially covered with just a little sneak of an edge there where some steam can escape, but we're trapping most of the heat in there to kind of force that along and get that pumpkin nice and tender as quick as possible. Be about 12 to 15 minutes till we can puree it. Ours only took about 11 or 12 minutes. It depends on the density of the pumpkin that you cut up to use. And as I said, we're going to save about 1/3 of it to garnish with. Pull that out and pull it off to the side. Our water's up to a boil, so now we're going to drop our pasta, our rigatoni in this case. And of course, we always liberally salt our boiling water when we add our dry pasta. Give this a stir. And now we're going to take our cooked pumpkin, use our immersion blender to get that nice, silky, smooth. So here's our about 1/3 cup of salami paste or sausage paste, hot, spicy pork paste, basically. And we're going to add some of our salty, starchy water. And again, for vegetarian preparation, instead of the salami or sausage type spicy paste, you can also use a few spoonfuls of Calabrian chili paste, which is vegetable based, of course, it's just the chilies. And very carefully again, we're going to use a whisk to help us break this up. We're going to add it to the pumpkin and just work it slowly, patiently. Okay, now the last thing we're gonna do is add 1/2 cup of heavy cream and incorporate that. I've reserved a tiny bit, even more of our starchy cooking water in case we need it. And we drain at least 1 minute less than package directions for al dente or to the tooth where there's still a bite left, because we have carryover cooking. That's the process that occurs when we marry all of the pasta with all of the sauce. Look at the color. Look at that. Does that not say fall in love with fall? And it's made sweet at the end with heavy cream. And then we have some pecorino. And then I'm going to put a little bit of parsley through it. And then we're going to arrange some of the large pieces of pumpkin on top, either or both. The seeds that came with the pumpkin and the little baby pepitas.